In this video, I want to go over how you can run a challenge with your community using the material from the Wellness Vault. Now, I did an entire workshop on how to run a successful challenge, and I'm not going to go over every detail in this video, but if you do want to view that workshop, I'll attach the link below so that you can watch it in its entirety. But let's do a bird's eye view of how to run a successful challenge. Now, I like to promote my challenges 3 weeks before the challenge starts. I do a short warm-up series of just a few days where I send out emails saying, hey, something exciting is coming. Make sure that you stay tuned. You might want to do a workshop along with that to get people signed up for your challenge if it is a paid challenge. Although sometimes people use challenges as the lead magnet, as a free challenge to get people into your orbit, and then hopefully sign up for some of your higher level programs after that. If you're doing a free challenge, I would recommend no more than like a 3 to 7 day challenge to really keep people engaged and make sure that they get that win at the end. Now, I do my promotional period for about 2 weeks where I get them to sign up, and then I close the doors after that so that I have that week's amount of time to get people who signed up excited and prepared for the challenge. Especially if you're doing any type of a meal plan or a fitness routine with your challenge, you want to make sure that people are ready to go, that they have all of the equipment that they need, all of the food that they need, because again, this is your chance to get them a win. And if you don't get them that win, it's a bit of a disappointment. But challenges are so incredibly valuable because most often people are fully committed as long as you are fully engaged and as long as you prepare them for the challenge accordingly. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. And like I said, please feel free to watch the workshop to get more details on how to run a challenge, but I'm just going to show you how to grab the material from the Wellness Vault in order to use with your challenge. Now, you can put this material inside of the Facebook group if you want. If you're running a Facebook group for community alongside it, you can actually download this all as PDFs and put it right inside that Facebook group for easy access, or you can send it to them via email or both. I typically do both. Now, one of the places that you can go is this client resource section. So if you go to the client resource section and you hit challenges, so you go to this challenge tab, you'll see a lot of these come up. So we have this 14-day protein challenge. We have a 7-day no processed food challenge. We have clean eating challenge, accountability, 7-day no sugar challenge. But look through the various tabs here to make sure that you are seeing everything. We also have a 28-day fitness challenge. I know it's some here and here. We have a mindful eating challenge. Some it's probably in this mindset or overall wellness guide. But anyways, going through here, you can find lots of pre-done challenge workbooks that are ready for you to grab and use. Now, if you want to create a meal plan to go along with that, you absolutely can. So let's say you're doing this 14-day protein challenge. The first thing you're going to want to do is actually grab the template, right? And so you can change this however you want. This is the workbook. So this tells them how to get prepared for the challenge. You're going to want to read through this to make sure that you also know what you're doing with the challenge. And you can send out some of the highlights inside of an email so that they know exactly what this challenge is all about. Now, when you share it, you can either download this as a PDF and share it that way. Like I said, you can upload PDFs into a Facebook group, or you can create a link. Now, to create a link, what I like to do is go to my Google Drive. I link my Google Drive with Canva, and then I download it as a PDF standard into my Google Drive. Once it's inside of my Google Drive, I can then share it as a link inside of an email. You can also attach PDFs sometimes if you're sending an email, but not if you're sending mass emails. A lot of times you can only share a link, not a PDF. So that's why this is important. So then when you go to your Google Drive, you can go to the sharing options. Make sure that you toggle this on to anyone with the link can view it. Make sure they're not set as an editor, that they're set as a viewer, and then hit copy the link and then be done. So now we have the link saved that you can add to, again, the Facebook group or to your emails to send out. Now, let's say you wanted to create a meal plan to go along with this. What you would do is go into the meal planning area, hit add, and then just create a meal plan from it. So I like to start from a blank slate. Personally, I just find it easier. So if we're doing the protein challenge, we'll name it that. I'm just going to put test here. well, this one was 2 weeks. You can select 2 weeks. You can also change that. You can change the Canva template as well. Let's say you wanted to use this as a free challenge. You could do this as a 5-day challenge and just simply change the title and go through and make sure everything matches up with a 5-day challenge instead of a 14-day challenge. So you can make any edits that you wish. Okay, so now let's go ahead here. And we are going to go to the filter button. And in this particular case, we're going to create a high protein meal plan. So we're going to toggle on the high protein tag. Let's fill up the breakfast column first. And then I'll hit apply. And so from here, I can just go ahead and fill this up. Now, if you're trying to hit a particular range, so for example, if you want every meal to be no less than like 29 grams of protein, you can do that. You can set that parameter here in the filter as well. Okay, so now we just simply drag and drop the ones that we like. So we're going to most likely do 1 serving per meal. You might want to toggle on leftovers to make it easy for your client. And then you simply just go through and select the ones that you want. This is still thinking. Let's say we want these, this one here. And we want, again, 1 serving with leftovers, and you just continue on and you fill this up for all of the columns. Once you move on to lunch, you can go to filter, take out breakfast, and instead add lunch. So you get the idea. I don't need to continue to build this, but you know how to build this. This should take you no more than 5 to 10 minutes the first time you do it, less time as you get better and better at it. You will have to add a tag here. So you can, add high protein or whatever it is you wish to tag it as. That's your own personal tag to remember this bundle by. So you could do that. You could write protein challenge or something like that for the tag. Now you hit save. Once you've saved it, you can share the link with your challenge members. So you go to share. You can toggle this on. You can get the link and again share that in an email or Facebook group. Now, you can also add supporting resources. So let's say you want to go here and, most people that are doing a high protein challenge are also kind of trying to veer away from sugar, let's say. So you might want to supply them with some insights on sugar. So maybe some sneaky names for sugar, where to find it. Maybe you want to give them this blood sugar regulation guide, right? There's many different things that you can do in here. You can also curb your cravings, I think is another one that we have. Let's see, cravings. Type it in here. Control your cravings, right? This might be another guide that you provide for them. Now, I would highly recommend not overwhelming them. So adding 2, 3 max supportive guides would be my suggestion to you. I would not pack like 10 guides into your challenge because they're just going to be totally overwhelmed. You want them to focus on one thing to do. A meal plan in the challenge workshop might be enough, or you can add some supportive material in there as well. So hopefully that helps you. Again, if you want more details on how to run a challenge, you can view the recording of the workshop as well.